What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the Hall Monitor, and we're back. Barely. Your girl is tired. A little sleepy. But it's okay. We're gonna push through. I'm sleepy for some great things, because of some great things, I should say. A lot of things have taken place, a lot of shifts, a lot of movement, a lot of things that I'm excited to share with you all about. And we have our guest, of course, a fan favorite, BB Safety Patrol.
Hello.
Yay.
Double.
Eat it up. Okay, great. Relax, everybody. Just be calm. You already know how we kick off the show. Let's go ahead with our glow and grow. My glow is that I bought a home.
Yay.
I gotta put me first.
Happy for you.
I gotta put me first. I've joined ownership, right? Love it. Moving, unpacking. That's why I'm tired, y'all. Unpacking?
It's a lot.
What is life? What is life? Especially when you have men in a truck versus actual movers. I want to say something else, but y'all know I don't like that word on the show. So men in a truck versus movers. Two different things. But that's okay. My we used to do glow and grow, right? And then it should be rose and thorn. So that we're gonna switch it. That's my rose. Okay, and then thorn in my ass are people who love to play victim.
Yeah.
Grow up. Insert meme.
Yeah. That's really the face.
It's really the face. And I'll pass it to Safety Patrol. Rose and thorn. What you got?
Ooh. Okay, so my rose would be that it's Easter weekend.
Amen.
Like, we don't have school.
He rose again.
Celebrates.
Meanwhile, I still have school.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not understanding
Not on
why.
Good Friday.
Yeah, not on Good Friday.
Not on
I
Good
started to
Friday
put in a religious request. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not
Everyone
want.
else has it off.
They do.
So it might just be
Gonna protest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my thorn, I don't know. We're in testing season, and I'm just like, the thought of it is constantly in the back of my head. Like, are my students going to do good?
Yeah.
Just the pressures, I guess,
Yeah.
of standardized testing right now.
Which does not give accurate data for me.
At all.
For a kid. It just does not. For anyone.
No one.
I mean, I get it for some part, I guess, to have something, but I just feel like we can come up with something better.
Very biased.
Very.
Only certain people pass. The language, vocabulary. Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. And speaking of a lot, that's exactly what the topic is about today. Playing the victim. You just act like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't even know why it concerns you. I don't even know why you're, as a kid, say, crashing out. So we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to start us off with a nice little anecdote.
Okay.
Good little story. And it's a story that I've experienced. And that good said story was today, actually. So really, it's like been like a mix-up or mash-up of things. So I'm going to say it without saying it, but saying it. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So there's said woman who has the same job title as myself.
Okay.
I'm younger, of course. Everything's fine. We met on a great note. Everything. We've been hitting it off. In my new role, I love it. I love what I do. I love how I get to help. I love the space that I'm in. Her, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
But you chose this. You wanted to do that. They also have a background of even being admin.
Wow.
So in my head, there's no competition. You got your stuff. You probably got your niche. You know what you're going to do.
Right.
Okay. Well, I was told, she was like, give me your background. My first day at work. Am I in the interview again?
That's a lot. What's background? What
The
do you
hell?
need?
What do you need? I'm 5'4". 130 pounds. It's like, I'm playing. And wish. Then will be.
Will be.
Um,
Will be.
Okay. maybe 140. I'm gonna push an extra 10 up. Maybe, I don't know. Might be a crackhead by that time. But no. So like I gave that background. It was kind of very weird. It just gave you want to hear my resume. But I've noticed that over the course, like we have these collaborative meetings, like what works for you, what's working for you, what's not. And I mean, honestly, everything's been pretty much working for me. I've thought this through. I've already, met with teachers, building rapport. That is super important. You can't just come in and say, do what I tell you. And so I guess she's not having that same experience. And so as we're talking and it's time to share out something that I've been doing again, her response was, oh, see, talking to another person while I'm at the table. Oh, see, I told you, here she goes trying to show me up. He.
Oh, wow. We're jealous. It's jealousy. We're jealous.
It just gets very weird. So fast forward to yesterday. There was a situation where another staff member needed my assistance. They were like, hey, can you pop in? I can't stay in that room. Can you go in there and assist? We're called the one who's jealous Green Monster. Can you go in there and assist Green Monster? I'm like, okay, sure. I'll go in there. So I'm like, hey, Green Monster, I have the attendance sheet. I'm going to help out. This is that. They're like, okay, great. Thanks. Well, everything goes well. Green Monster doesn't ever do anything because they're afraid of black kids. Yeah, I said it. This is a new demographic for them. So the next day, which is today, I get information that Green Monster was like, I'm not understanding why you always call hall monitor in to assist. Do you not trust me? Do you not think I'm a good person? Now we're playing the victim. Yeah. You're reading into something that's not there, honey.
Because you have your own insecurities about your job.
Or just because you suck.
You suck.
Let's just talk about it. And let's call a spade. Because I feel like and it's not, you know what? Let me stop. Okay, y'all, I was just saying that out of spite. But I feel like everybody has strengths and weaknesses. And one, I feel like you don't have to look at everything as a competition, especially if we're doing two totally different grade bands. And then you know what you're good at, you know what you're not good at. And then that's where the collaborative effort works. Hey, I'm having a hard time dealing with this said teacher. What works for you when you have somebody who doesn't want to? We can easily do that. But the fact that you're already coming off threatened, and then when I try to talk to you and relate or try to butter you up, you need me to stroke your ego. I'm not stroking I'm not stroking a grown-ass woman's ego. I'm not doing it. I'm not. We are too far in the game to be sitting here coping and rubbing you and saying, you can do it. No, you're a good person. First of all, why are you feeling so bad anyway? Why does me excelling make you feel like a bad person?
Because of the way that the school is already set up. If you come into a situation in your school, I'll use your language, sucks.
Doom.
Then you see someone trying to elevate. You're like, okay, I could have been doing this a long time ago, but why haven't you? And now you have that guilt. That's really what it is.
And we came in the same year. You just came in a few months ago.
Yeah.
Guilt.
That's what it is.
Guilt. So why play victim? That's the said question. Why play victim? What happens when a person plays victim? What do they get from it?
It's like a coping mechanism, I think. Like, they feel better if someone plays into it and is like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. It's not fine.
No, it's
not okay. We have to take some level of accountability when we mess up, when we fall short as educators. It's always going to happen. I can go and teach a lesson and just completely slaughter it. I read it all the way wrong.
Baby, I have taught a math lesson.
I don't know what I was doing.
Did I say what?
But I have to come back the next day and, okay.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Literally erase everything. And we're going to start over today.
And that's okay. That's real life.
It's fine. That's just like if I mess up in front of my admin. All right. I'll take this one on the chin.
Yep.
It's nothing I can do about it. You going to write me up? All right. I'll take it. I did it.
Because I know I fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I did it. I take full responsibility. I feel like that is just actual growth and a growth mindset, right? Like, nobody is going to always succeed at everything. You don't even know my faults. And I also feel like, again, you're just putting your issues onto me. But what really, like, irks me is the simple fact that I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to bring out the heavy hitters. 2, when it comes to race.
Go there.
Come on. Come on.
Go there.
White women and black women, no one talks about the
tension,
the pushback, the competitiveness. This said black woman is coming in here and they're coming with some knowledge. They're actually coming in here on their shit. And now I'm automatically threatened. And so my coping mechanism for threatened is playing the victim. Now everything you do is, you came off a little aggressive, or you weren't including me. I literally was decorating my office.
I didn't include you in that process because
I literally almost pulled out my hair. This other woman walked past, came back and was like, what is that? I'm like, oh, I'm putting gumballs on the wall. Like, it's an accountability tracker, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, you don't have to cut out circles. I have a circle hole punch. I like to do creative things. All you had to do was ask.
I just got here. 1, 2, I don't know you.
And girl,
and 3, I can do it myself.
I was like, oh, if you want me to use your hole puncher, that's great. But it was nothing personal. I was just decorating my own room. Yeah. What does my own room have to do with
you and your hole punch? Cricket.
Awkward. So let's really talk about that. Let's talk about, like, there's a lot of tension that is created there. And then that black woman, which I've talked about before on the podcast before, is how this black woman has to consistently remind herself, don't come off too much, dress certain way, do this, do that. Because even I can't tell you how many times my outfit is commented on, the way I look from head to toe.
Yeah. Head to
toe. Like, what you got on? And I make sure to put a little rant for the dressing. Okay? Because I know you're watching me. Yeah.
It's always someone watching. I just think about that TikTok and it's like, always a white woman watching you. Always in your business.
Squinting.
In the background.
Come to the front.
Yeah. But they don't want to have those conversations. I think that their perception of black women intimidates them. Even you don't even know me, but your perception that you've made up in your mind about what a black woman is and what it's not just puts fear into a white woman.
Ooh, what's fear? Ooh, yeah, she's scared. She's scared of this black girl. Make that a sound, and when you do, tag me. Tag me.
And then they're overly sensitive in areas and spaces that you have no right to be sensitive in. You have no right to be sensitive.
Please expound on that. Let's expound on that, please.
If we're in the same building doing the same thing for the same reasons, you shouldn't be sensitive that you're not excelling the way that you think that you should be. And so why is that now my issue that you're not excelling? You can't be sensitive about an issue that has nothing to do with you.
Why is your issue my issue? Yeah. You're trying to give me extra baggage
that I can't carry.
Baby, I'm already
heavy.
It's heavy. It's heavy over here. All my life I had to fight.
It's heavy.
I killed him dead before I let him beat me. Are you kidding me? And then, again, like you're saying, super sensitive. It's like hypersensitivity. Everything. And then now I'm walking around eggshells, which then affects my job. Because now I feel like I can't I can't be an achiever. I have to be right in the middle, not too much, a little minimalistic. Also, I can't excel. I can't do too much. No. And that's when you have to be mindful and be hyper aware, because sometimes you will make yourself small just to make them feel okay. Let them really live in that victim role. But now, and I said this to say, I literally chose this topic today especially is because now is the time to start holding them accountable just like they hold us accountable. We're accountable for everything else. So at this point, baby, I'm going to let you sit in your victimized mindset, and I'm going to let you sit in it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to console you. I'm not going to confront you about it, because let's really talk about it. You ain't going to come up to me.
You're not. At all.
You're not going to say anything. So I'm going to let the good times roll.
But also, that's a time where they have to decide, am I going to fold or am I going to step up to the plate? And usually, they fold. They fold.
Every time.
I want a new position. I don't want to work with her.
Now I'm the problem.
Yeah. I need something else. I want to be curriculum. I want to be as far away from the black woman that's excelling because she's making me look bad.
Ooh. Yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Story number 2. So, before I got to this job, I was at another job. Toxic place that was trash, was not a classroom. And where I was, they tried to bully me. Well, yesterday, my school had a surprise field trip to that job.
No way.
Way. And safety patrol is saying no way because she knows where I used to work. We love a good hood jam. So I've been saving this story. And so middle school needed an extra chaperone.
I volunteered.
It's tribute. Baby, I'm open.
Yeah.
They said, home monitor, can you go? I said, let me check my Palm Pilot. Okay. I'm free.
Looks like I'm free.
Told my principal, hey, they need an extra body. Said, okay. So many thoughts were going in my head. I'm like, wow, how are they going to treat me? How is it going to go? But then the other part was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready because I'm coming in here as my job and I can't wait to show you how I've elevated. Y'all, I go in and who's playing the victim? The security guard that was super rude, super evil to me. She's at the door counting in the students and I walk in. And my other old coworkers were like, oh my God, home monitor. I'm like, Kamala wave, hey.
It's me. I'm here.
Hello. and I'm doing that dramatic? I am. Imagine.
The faces.
I didn't even text my old coworkers that I was coming. No.
Surprise.
Surprise. Surprise. Yeah. So I walked in and the security guard looks at me. I look at her and she looks at me.
And I look at him.
Okay. And she looks at me. Can you tell me to get off of TikTok? I'm sorry. And she literally just looks and she just shakes her head and looks down. In that moment, what was I supposed to do?
Hello, it's so good to see you.
We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. And I just said, hey, everyone. She didn't. I think she was expecting me to come more like embracing her. Mm-hmm. Why in the hell would I do that? Here's one. Maybe I'm too direct. Maybe I'm too real. But if we never effed with each other before, why the hell am I faking right now?
Exactly. Or she expected you to come in as if
docile.
I'm still angry about the situation that occurred. And I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. I'm not angry.
Just shaking ass with their hand out.
I'm not angry.
The money has elevated. My life has elevated. You're no longer a factor.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. Does it bother me? Sometimes when I think back and say, damn, you didn't beat nobody ass.
Yeah.
I did not. But I humbled myself. But again, another victim, another fake, another Lost son.
But then that's that guilt again because you know that you did me dirty. And now you don't know how to act now that you see me. It's like Casper. Ooh, I've never seen a ghost.
Hello?
Yeah.
like the Grinch.
Yeah. So it's that guilt again. Like, what am I supposed to do in this moment? Because I know, and you know what happened. So how are we going to operate in this space?
We're going to pause here. When we come back, we're then going to talk about victim in relationships.
Yeah.
Love it. So go ahead, put on your big girl panties, put on your big boy drawers, or put on their whatever you wear, baby. And if you don't, free ball then. Okay? I'll catch you back in the hallways. Get that hall pass. Bye. Welcome back. Oh, it's really Guess Who's
Guess
Back.
Who's Back.
Wow, guys. Well, y'all get the gist. It's your girl, the Hall Monitor. I'm here with your girl, the Safety Patrol. Bling, bling. Yeah. Okay. It was the music. What are words? Lord have mercy, y'all. Sometimes when you be with kids so long, you become the child. But it's important to channel your inner child at times, you know? You got to do that. So, as we talked about, today's topic was playing the victim. Today drained me. It's all about me. Baby, it's not. Wake the hell up. It's not about you. It's never been about you.
Yeah. Nope.
Nobody cares to hear the sob story. Write in, see if you can get on soap operas. So this time we're going to talk about still playing the victim, but I said we were going to talk about it in the sense of relationships.
Yeah.
Let's sit back for that. Yeah. Let's cross our legs on that. Right? I think it's very important when you are in a relationship, right? Both parties are heard. Everyone has clear communication. But also when things don't go your said way, to not completely go and put up the defense mechanism of victim, right? I think I see a lot of it and I hear about a lot of it when people you're getting to a nitty gritty, like somebody may call you out, which I believe, I'm a very direct person. So I feel like you should call me out. Yeah. As my partner, as my person, call me out, babe. Call me out. Let me know in a respectful way. Now, don't get that up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if I'm getting big, baby, don't overdo it. Don't do too much. Don't make me sad. Don't make me sad. Yeah. Call me out, but respectfully. You know, babe, let's go to the gym together. Okay. I get what you're putting down.
I got it.
Message heard. Yeah. Ears open. But don't just blatantly say that, right? But sometimes when things are delivered, and even in a respectful manner, the first thing we do is deflect. That was the word I was looking for earlier.
You got it.
Deflect. Look at me. Okay, deflecting, right? And so automatically it's, just tell me you want to break up. Just tell me I'm not good enough. First of all, let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that, because you know damn well as soon as man leave you,
tears.
Come back.
Heartbreak.
I just want to be appreciated. Baby, stop. Right? It's so easy. It's so easy to do that. Right? I do understand it. But it's not right. And in a lot of situations, in a lot of cases, those are the things that happen, right? And sometimes playing the victim looks different in a lot of cases. So in relationships, I feel like there are stages. There's that one person who deflects and automatically goes to break up. Then there's that one person who deflects, plays victim, and throws out all these insecurities waiting on you to say, no,
that's not what I meant.
That's not it. Yeah. You're beautiful. No, you got literally tomato, throw another tomato. Right? And then I feel like there's another stage in the sense of playing victim to where it's you hurt me, and the first thing that they do is bring up something from the past. But remember that time when you had said like babe, that was years ago.
Through that. Why bring it back up? We've gotten through it. We're bringing it back up.
Why bring it back up? So I guess my question now is how to handle someone who plays victim in a relationship.
Ooh. I don't know how to handle it.
Girl said.
I do not know. Because I'm not so direct to the point where I think a lot of stuff, but I have no filter. So if it comes out, it's going to come out whatever way it comes out. And it might hurt your feelings. It might make you laugh. Yeah. It might do something to you.
It might make you laugh.
Yeah. So like with me, it's just like, let me take a second and really think about what's going on. Yeah. And what's the root of this issue. Yeah. And then if I come to a sense where I'm like, okay, you're just weird. This relationship is not going to work. Bye-bye. And then we have to decide that we have to part ways. Yeah. If I come to it like, okay, I can understand your trauma that you're bringing into life.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Then maybe I can work with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes people are just weird and strange. And
I've been saying that for a while.
I think a lot of, like, not to relate it back to what we were talking about earlier, a lot of the kids that are being raised by these victimhood parents, it's just perpetuating, and then it's going to show up in relationships. It's going to show up in friendships when they get older. It's showing up now with third graders that I teach. Like,
you had to take us there.
Yeah, it's just going to continue.
I was going to wait. We gonna pass back off the relationship. Let's go ahead to the kids. Yeah. That is so true, right? These victim ass parents who then bring their children into this trauma cycle, and then now they're putting on victim behavior and they don't even know it. Yeah, because it's learned.
Mm-hmm. And then the victim turns into, we don't have accountability. Yes, I could tell a kid. I can look at a kid from across the room, stare at him for about 5 minutes. Yes. Johnny. Yes. Please stop talking. Please. I wasn't talking. It wasn't me. I just watched you. Well, they was talking to me first, so they stuck their hand down your throat and made your vocal cords. Yeah. Well, no. So you were talking. No, I wasn't. And then we're in this cycle of, you don't understand where you went wrong in order for me to even say anything to you. So then that's when I shut down as a teacher. Oh, you got it.
Said that before. You got it.
So I don't have the energy.
Go ahead, baby. You got
to try to teach you how to be an accountable child.
Yeah. And then let's go back to the parent. We love a victim parent, baby.
Those are the first ones.
When
the school opened in the office. I got a problem.
The teacher is saying that we have to turn in homework by Friday. I had a teacher who gave out a packet of homework. It was only 4 pages. On Monday. It was due next Monday.
So you have a week. A full
week. And complained to the principal stating this homework is not suitable for my child in 2nd grade. Mind you, it was like, read a small story,
answer 3 questions, color the answer in the passage.
How did you know? Oh, because you're a damn educator, right? I mean, straight to the point. And then the next one was like sounding out the words. And they made sure that this is things that they've already taught. So this is just constant review so that they don't lose these foundational skills. And you're complaining because somebody is trying to hold your child accountable and ensure that they are
turning in something.
Hello?
My favorite is this new math. Oh, yeah. This new math. I don't get it. So we don't do it.
We don't do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Use the old math.
I said, baby, because I'll borrow and carry in a heartbeat.
Use what you know, but just say, oh, I'm not going to do it because I send home instructions. And the way we still don't know how to do it.
You know what kills me too? I have other kids. And
what the
hell Leonte that got to do with me? Baby, I could tell you what to do to stop that. Mm-hmm. But that's not my place.
The families of 7.
Okay? And then again, you're making it my issue. Then it's, well, I don't even understand why you have to send home homework in the first place. Then when you don't send home homework, I feel like this teacher is not doing everything that they need to do.
Mm-hmm. So, damned if I do.
Damned if I don't. Victim.
Yeah.
Victim. Well, I work and I just feel like me coming home to do work. That's my favorite one. Me coming home to do work is too much.
But if your child was on grade level, all you got to do is flip, check it, close the folder, put it in the book bag.
And really, the homework is for them. Sit them. What happened to coming home and open
eat a little snack?
Sit at the table.
Take your uniform off. Sit down at the table. I'm going to cook dinner while you doing your homework.
Do families have tables anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
Family dining tables. Is that a thing? I'm going to sip my water on that.
I don't know. Mm-mm. I know I did. I had to be glued to the chair.
Baby.
Couldn't move.
First grade. If Simon had 2 apples. I'm like, my thing, I struggle with counting money, baby. I can count it now, but gosh damn. When they told me how many ways we make 50 cents, 2 damn quarters. 2 quarters, that's all I need.
They wanted 5 dimes.
I said, you know what?
How many pennies?
How many pennies?
Yeah.
Use 1 dime, 2 nickels, 1 quarter. I don't have anything for you, sir. I don't know. I feel like, and like you're saying, we are creating now. We are in a time, not even creating. We are in a time and space where playing the victim is the only thing that people feel is of value.
Yeah,
it's a distraction, and now we're able to sit in it, and that that turns into other things, and it holds us. It's this horrible, daunting crutch that we literally are just holding on to, and that these kids are learning to start. As soon as they start walking, they're leaning on it. Mm-hmm. So how do we go back? How do we unpack? Well, I'm going to say first step, like you say, is teaching accountability. You have to let them sit in that good struggle. Mm-hmm. I even say that as educators, right? Now that I'm teaching the teachers, I'm even noticing that we're afraid to give independent work in the classroom. I understand. A lot of our kids are not on grade level. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
So some things they really cannot do without that I do.
Yeah.
Piece. Right? But also we're so worried and afraid and trained to get good scores, that now I don't want them to do the good struggle.
Yeah.
So now after we've done 4 problems, they've done well. We don't want them to try one on their own. No, they're not ready yet. No, I'm just going to help them on the side.
No.
Let them sit for a second. No, but he doesn't like when, or she doesn't. You letting them get that. Well. You letting them get you got.
And that's what I tell them. If I'm doing the sheet with you and you're copying, you have at least a good 4-5 examples before I'm weaning you off.
Slowly.
For you to do it by yourself.
Because I know what you're capable of, and I also need to see what else are you capable of without me. Because in life, when you go out there, I will not.
Nobody's going to be there to hold your hand.
Nobody's going to be there to hold your hand. I'm literally thinking about these kids like I don't know what actual skill that they're going to have left.
By the time that they've been institutionalized, they won't have much skills. Like critical thinking is out the door.
Out the door. Out the window.
Problem solving.
Stomped on.
Out the door. Comprehension.
Oh, shit. Did you hear what I just said?
You heard me, but did you understand it? The blank stares. That's what gets me.
Baby, that deer in headlights.
I can tell them, go get a pencil from over there. Did you hear me? And they're still standing there. I'm like, never mind.
We went on a field trip. The field trip they went on yesterday. And I was watching these students try to fill out the interactive field trip. And it said to pick up the soil and like smear it. When I tell you it took students a very long time to understand what they mean by pick up the soil and smear it. Then they said, give me 3 words to describe the dirt. Do you know what they said? What kid said? Dirty.
And I'm
dirty.
I'm proud of you for that.
Dirty.
Dirt.
Dirt is dirty. Word. No dick, Sherlock. I think educators just need like 5 minutes to just converse with other educators and just go in. Like nobody's judging. Like just go in on what you have to say. Duh.
I say that all the time.
Dirty?
Do you want me to open my book? Duh.
No, I want you to guess.
I want you to put it on your head, spin around.
What?
And do like that.
What? And then but you didn't tell me, and you didn't. No. I shouldn't have to. I gave the instructions. I told you what it is. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand or pat you on the back and say that, yes, we're going to sit here and cry. Then after you cry, I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to feed into the BS. No. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to say, sit up in your chair. You're okay. You're in a safe space. You're in a safe environment. We have a good relationship. Let's do some work.
Or I'm just gonna let you cry. I'm gonna let you get it out.
Baby, I'm good at ignoring.
Something else is going on. Because I didn't really hurt your feelings that bad when I told you to do number 4 and you just broke down. That's what gets me, the breathing.
It's never something that comes out.
Why are you breathing like that?
Boy, breathe. Breathe.
And I'm to the point where I'm so desensitized by the crying of the kids, the crying of anyone, that I'm just... Are you really
what
doing
the
this?
hell, Cyrus?
I'm just looking at them. And then, some kids, they like to fake the cry, so they looking back at me out the... Yes, I see you.
I'm looking at you faking.
At you.
I am. It was one kid I stepped in to help one of the art teachers just to see how they were running their class. And so one of the 7th graders tried to sneak out real quick. Right out the door. He didn't know I was in there, right? Because I sat in the back. I make sure to intentionally sit in the back so you don't know that I'm here. Mm-hmm. And he did it because he knew the bell was getting ready to ring. Mm-hmm. So he was trying to get dismissed before everyone. I slid right out the door right with that butt. So next thing you know, I'm right there. I said, you need to stop right there, young sir. In that very moment, he knew. Mm-hmm. He turned around and he said, well, what I was trying to do, I said, shh, shut it up. Don't worry about it. I said, at the end of the day, 1, it's a safety issue. I said, and 2, I said, just take accountability. I said, you know what you wanted to do, right?
You wanted to get a head start.
You wanted to get a head start. You wanted to go home. I said, but your parent probably not here. They said, well, I take the bus. The bus ain't going to leave you.
And bus probably not here.
Bus not even here yet. Take some accountability. They said, oh, well, then they started to cry. Well, I just want to say, like, I don't need... You was just knucking and bucking inside, right. 7th grader.
Slipping and sliding out the door. Gums and teeth out, I bet.
Real Grinch live movement.
Yeah.
And at that point, and then once we had a conversation and an understanding, and I was just like, I'm not feeding into it. I don't want to continue to hear the story. You know you were wrong. Admit that you were wrong, and we can move forward from this.
Right.
Okay. I said, okay, and now I'm going to walk you together to the bus.
Now you're embarrassed because you have an escort.
Is this your friend? Yeah.
I'm going to lay out the red carpet, too. I'm going to hold your hand. We're locked arms.
Hold my hand.
We're locked arms.
We're actually locked in for life.
Yeah.
Don't ever get it twisted. Victim. Victim, victim, victim. And last but not least, some of you educators are victims.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love to say that there's a problem when given solutions, or when you actually get somebody who was put in place to specifically help you, you don't want it.
But have been in education for years. You've sat here and watched the system, because it's an unfair system. We can just say that. You sat here and watched it over and over and over again. You've been given resource after resource after training after training. Yep. But you go back to your classroom and decide to do the same thing.
Whole opposite. I have modeled in your classroom. I have printed you off all the lesson plans. And I told you the link where all you have to do is click download. And the slides are created for you. And you go to the principal and say, I just don't feel like I have any resources. I be damn.
Or talk crap about the principal. Admin not doing this. What are you doing?
What aren't you doing?
Or that.
Let's talk about it. Or I find out that the reason why you don't have enough time on your prep is because you going out and you smoking. Oh.
Ooh, and coming back. Smelling like a pack of Newports. It's
also,
crazy.
Are we normalizing things that we do at the crib when we are with our students?
Some people are. Some people go light it up real quick in the car.
Smoke, drink in the space of other people's kids. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really?
Yep. But also, the parents come in loud as
Listen, I just created a TikTok about that. Why is your child's book bag and jacket smelling like they sell?
Weed.
They ain't flipping at the busting at the bando.
Kids bringing vapes to school.
Let's talk about it.
You done left it on the counter. You done
Pens.
left it where?
Half drinking margarita cans.
Because they think it's cool because they see you doing it. But then when we have to call home because your kid then brought a toy gun in the book bag.
Oh, you're offended.
Oh, I don't know how it went, but now we got to call the police.
How
and
about,
it's a big thing now.
I had a student take this toy from this girl on the spectrum. This is the only thing that calms the girl down. Mm. And the girl kept hitting him. Give me my toy. Give me my toy. Give me my toy. So the teacher's like, oh, I'm so sick of this little girl. She's always hitting. She's always hitting. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I think there's some truth to this situation. I'm going to find out. They're like, okay, hall monitor, you say so. I'm talking to the boy. He gets to stuttering, right? Not looking at me in the eye. I said, and where's the toy? I said, do you know what toy it is? Well, yeah. Well, she let me see it. And then I think I misplaced it. Oh, you think you misplaced it?
In your pocket.
Okay. Next thing you know, I see a kid going down the hall. I see that same boy, and I see his mom come pick him up. I said, oh. I said, Mom, I did want to let you know that I did get to the bottom of it, and he actually does have this young girl's toy. It's the only toy that can calm her down, right? Confidentiality. But I said, it's the only thing that really, she's really close to this toy. Mm-hmm. I said, and he told me that he misplaced it. Here's when I knew the world was going to hell. The mama said, is it blue? Oh, I don't know. Is it blue? I said, I don't know.
Better than I do.
She says, oh, yeah, it's on the top of our microwave. I was wondering why he keeps coming home with new toys every day.
And you didn't think to say, where are you getting these toys from?
Why are we not asking?
Even if it's a simple question of, did your teacher give you a toy today?
Fuck, I know this is not a damn incentive because your badass can't get good shit. You always get called home. So why are you getting toys? Like, can we please put two and two
you
together?
You don't deserve a toy.
And then this is how I knew, again, the world was going to hell. Because I followed the question up with, I guess so. I said, it's like a writing thing. She said, oh, yeah, it's at our house. I'll make sure we bring it back tomorrow.
And all the other ones.
I said, and let's bring all the toys. I said, and we're no longer going to exchange. I said, and then we're also going to work on telling the truth and not keeping other people's toys. Mom looks at him and says, oh, you just be doing stuff.
And
I said,
that is why.
You have a good one, Mom.
Mm-hmm. That is why.
You have a good one.
We had a Easter candy bake sale.
Aww.
So everybody has all their money. And I do 2nd and 3rd grade lunch. Mm-hmm. So, of course, kids don't keep up with their money. They're so excited. Dollars are everywhere.
Ooh. Dollar bills.
So there's one kid
shit.
always into something.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing on the lunch table.
Ooh.
He's taking the hand sanitizer and just getting gobs of it and then clapping his hands.
Oh.
Just doing,
it's fun. It's
just
fun.
doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I see $1 on the ground. I'm headed. I'm there. Because I know in a minute someone's going to be in tears.
Yes.
My $1.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm headed to the $1 on the ground, he's headed there. Full speed.
Like a Kevin Hart. Step on it.
Yes.
Lift up your foot.
There. So I said, you know what? I pumped the brakes because I want to see what you're going to do with this $1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching. Of course, me and my partner teacher are manning the table.
Yeah.
He comes up about 30 seconds. I got $1. I said, so where'd you get that from? It's mine. I said, where did you get that $1 from? It's mine. I said,
that's not my question.
Where did you get it from?
That's not my question.
I got it off the floor.
Oh.
I said, so that's not your $1.
Correct.
You found it.
Yes, I did.
And you thought finders keepers,
losers weepers.
Loser. And somebody in that class is about to be a
loser.
Weeping
They're
loser.
a weeping loser.
So I said,
yeah.
He proceeds, can I get a cookie? That's not your $1.
No, sir.
I said, give me the $1.
Yeah.
Well, but I found it. Mm-hmm. And he did not get the connection that just because you found this $1, that $1 belongs to somebody that's in your class. Because it's only people that sit at your class that sits at that table. And he was so honed on, I'm about to get me a cookie. I don't by any means necessary.
Do you not see the $1? Do you not see the $1
yes.
cookie? Can I get the cookie?
And he did not want to give me that $1. And guess what I did? I did pocket the $1.
You did?
Uh-huh. And I took it to the nearest gas station and got me
Yeah.
a drink. But
You really paid $1.25.
I did try to find
Yeah.
whose dollar it was.
No luck.
Couldn't.
No luck.
So it became my dollar.
Yeah.
But he didn't get it.
There was a lesson in that.
It was.
That was a sad lesson. And then that literally brings me again to another layer of when we have this victim trauma, a lot of these kids feel entitled. Everything, everybody owes me. You owe me. I deserve this.
No, you don't. For doing the bare minimum. Things that you're supposed to do.
Somebody said to me today, you don't give a fish candy for swimming. Because that's what the hell you're supposed to do.
I didn't know where he was going.
If a fish, what the hell else are you going to do? Walk? You can't give a fish a reward for swimming if that's what you're supposed to do.
And I think that like in those early lower L grades, they get rewarded for the littlest things. You wrote your name on the paper.
Woo!
Let's give you a sticker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to do that. How am I going to know whose paper this is?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got in line today.
Get that ass in line.
Amaze me. Write some sentences and maybe I'll give you something.
I told a kid in tutoring today to pick up the trash. He said, but it's not mine. I said, I know, but we're all cleaning up. He said, well, what do I get for it? I said, the badge of thanks for helping out. The hell? Good job, baby. Now pick up that fruit roll-up wrapper and put it in the garbage. You always got to do something. Well, what do I do if I take the test? I don't know. Maybe get smarter. I don't know. I have to get the data first.
Yeah.
Take the M step. Call me after.
MSET. A nightmare.
I
just think a lot of kids feel like I'm supposed to get something.
Of course.
Because I don't get a lot at home.
There we have it again, right? So then there's that happy medium of now what the hell do I do?
You give out candy maybe twice in a week. Now it's an expectation for them.
I gave a little girl gum. She sees me every time. Hey, coach. That's what they call me. Hey, coach. Hey, coach. Do you got a treat today? I said, baby, no. I didn't even come to your class today. You saw me down the hall. I can't do that. You saw... I
come in with my lunch. It could become community lunch. Oh, you got pineapple? I like pineapple.
My mama let me eat
pineapple. I like pineapple.
And let your mama cut your ass up a pineapple then. Because guess what I don't have for you?
I like popcorn.
Shoot.
Me
I
too.
That's why I packed it.
I like it too.
I love it actually.
With extra butter.
And Raisinets. Shake them up. Don't let me hear that.
Ew. Not no Raisinets. Granny. Ew.
Yeah. The milk chocolate ones. Then I'll toss them up. Yeah. Yeah. A good light toss.
You're very
good jam. Yeah. I go to the movies sometimes just for the good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Raisinets.
Yeah. Woo, Raisinets. I can write a story. Sponsor me. Sponsor me on Raisinets. Anyways, I think just the overarching thing is playing the victim, right? It starts at home. Everything starts at home. But also, you know, it shows up, as we talked about work relationships, it shows up in love, you know, friendships. It shows up in school issues and things like that. Y'all know I always have to tie it back to the education system. All of these skills must be taught, and a lot of these things must be unlearned. And one of the things that needs to be unlearned is this playing of the victim role. And because you end up getting grown ass adults who are now stuck in this cycle, then you also have the layer of grown ass white women who are stuck in this competitive, victimized cycle, right? And then we have these kids, then we have these parents. You know, it just becomes
too much.
Too damn much. So I guess my thing now is to say, figure out if you are now, it's always a good time to reflect. I always say, don't just wait till January to be new year, new you. Mm-hmm. Reflect and see. Sometimes we play a victim role in certain situations and we don't even realize it.
Yeah.
We've already gone through and defined many layers today here on this podcast. So if you realize that you identify with one of those said things, it's okay. But try to unpack. Yeah. Our educator's favorite thing is let's unpack that.
Let's unpack. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Expand on that thought, please.
Please. Let's go ahead and do that. And then also hold other people accountable. If you see it and they're asking you, what can I do? Or I think something's going on, call them out. And then if you're that person who feels like in your job space that somebody is trying to play the victim and they want you to make yourself smaller, don't do it. Don't do it. Do what you need to do, live in your purpose, and continue to humble thyself at the same time. Because, baby,
somebody's watching and you're going to get credit.
You're going to. And whether that credit is just from God, I don't know. Or maybe that credit is from you that day. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but just know that you're important, you matter, and let that victim just be that victim. Because at the end of the day, the crying has got to stop and the day's got to end. Yeah. At the end of the day, the day's got to end. And in that ending, we're going to go ahead and end there. Again, I do want to say that I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. I do want to ensure that I am now opening it up. I know some people have been messaging, stating that they did want to be a part of the show. Go ahead and message me first. That way we can see if we are a good fit, right? There are some do's and some don'ts that take place on this podcast. This is my safe space, even though we are in the hallways, and the hallways get a little uncut. But we still want to be mindful about the visits and the type of conversations that we do host on here. But it's your girl, the Hall Monitor, and Safety Patrol. Jeez. Peace, love, and non-delusional hair grease.
I was about to say chicken.
Love you. Bye.